Hello, third graders. Hello, families. Welcome to our brand new online Miss Bovino's class. I am so happy to have you here. Um, I have been thinking so much about all of you lately and really wondering how you're all doing. What a crazy 2 weeks we've had since we were all together in school. I'm really excited to hear all about all of the things that you've been doing and how you're hanging in there. So, today's class is recorded, and I'm going to show you about how I've set up this class. But starting tomorrow at 9:30, we are all going to come together for a live class. If you can make it, that's great. If not, no worries whatsoever. I'll record the class, and then you can watch it whenever it's convenient for you and your families. After I record the class, I will post it here inside the second page of our daily lesson slides. You can find these daily lesson slides inside our Google Classroom, and I will show you all about that in just a moment. So I can tell you that all those conversations we had back when we were together at school about how important it is to take risks and work through challenges and have productive struggle. Do you remember all those conversations? Well, learning how to put all of our classes online has been a big challenge for me. I have also learned that we need a lot of patience and to really just embrace those risks and take those risks and embrace the challenges, and together we'll work through everything that we encounter so that we can make sure this learning experience is the best possible for all of us. Sound good? Okay, so just like in the beginning of the school year, when we learned about our classroom and where to find things and what our daily routines were, today I'm going to walk you through the layout for our brand new online class and teach you a little bit about what to expect each day and where to find the fun projects and activities that we'll be doing together so that you know exactly what to do and how to find it. Sound good? All right, awesome. Let's get started. First of all, this page is like the schedule we always read through during our morning meetings in class. It will show you what we will be doing each day. Today, I'm going to walk you through these 4 steps. Step 1, to start each day, we will do our daily check-in. It's just like our classroom crew time. The yellow that you'll see in each of these sections will help you know which part we're talking about. So today we'll start with step 1, daily check-in, and then we're going to talk about the class structure, and I'll introduce you to all of the different pieces in there. Step 3 will be how to log on to Google Classroom, and step 4 will be an introduction to our home learning menu and a closure and goodbyes. First of all, our daily check-in will start us off. Tomorrow, when we're all together, we'll start this and I'll teach you how to enter your thoughts through a chat or talk during our live meeting if you're there. And it's really just optional, but it's a nice way for us to reconnect. It'll be fun, and I'm really eager to hear all about what you've been doing. Next up, for today, we have a fun little pep talk video from Kid President. He always makes me smile, and I wanted to bring some laughter to you as well. Here we go. All right, well, that video is not working right at the moment, but that's okay. I'm going to post it inside our Google Classroom, and after this video is over, you can watch it there. Sound good? Awesome. So don't forget, Pep Talk live after this. All right, moving on to our next step in our learning plan. Here's an introduction to our class structure. This page shows you a little bit about all the fun things we'll be learning about, just like when we're in school. We'll definitely do some reading, some math, some language, some science, some social studies / history, and a lot of related art projects that go with that. Don't worry if you're wondering if we're going to always be on the computer. I've got lots of projects planned that will be off the computer, and then we'll use the computer as a way for you to share what you've been doing together. The main goal of our class today, as I mentioned, is to show you how our new online class is set up. But you all know me very well, and you know that I really care about your reading. So, once we get started, this page will focus on us sharing about all of the great books that we're reading. Here in the blue box that you see right here, you can see this little flying icon with this little guy and the name Sora. That is a little app that you can find on the BVSD single sign-on page. And inside this app here, you can find lots of great books, because I'm sure that you've probably already read all of the books that you brought home from the library. So this is one place you can go to discover more books. And for all of you who love graphic novels, guess what? There's lots of graphic novels in there too. And it's totally fine with me if you want to read graphic novels and vary it with lots of other genres. That's great. Really, I just want you to be reading whatever you're interested in. I'll show you more about how to log on to that place later. You can also find good reading material in Reading Plus or iReady, or if you want to, and your parents can get to the library. I know that the library is delivering curbside books at the moment, so that's another great place to get some reading material. All right. This page here is going to be, this is an example really, of how I might read a book to you, for example, tomorrow when we meet together live. And then we'll have discussion questions, and you'll be able to share your thinking about the books that we read and really do a lot of the fun celebrations like author's chair that we used to do when we were back in school. Do you remember those fun times when we wore the crown and had the cape? So we'll celebrate what we read and what we write together through pages that look like this. I also have many other pages that will be focused on math and science and social studies and different scavenger hunt projects that we're going to do. And they will all have a heading at the top here so that you know what you're learning about. But for right now, this is just one example of what a page like this might look like. All right. So, step 3. This is a big piece of what we're going to learn about today. Google Classroom lesson and how to join art, PE, music, and social and emotional learning Google Classrooms. Here we go. So, the switch to online learning means that we all need to know how to log on to lots of different places. To help everyone with this, I have created one document to guide you on how to log on to the different apps we will be using. For right now, we will only use the BVSD single sign-on portal, which acts as a home base for us to jump into lots of different online learning places, including Google Classroom. I will use Google Classroom as our home base for all of the lessons that I share with you each day. Ms. Petrovic made a great video on how to log on to this BVSD SSO, or Single Sign-On Portal. If you're having any trouble, I recommend you click on this link to watch her video where she guides you step by step on how to get there. Also, if you're having any other troubles, I'm really happy to do a Google Hangout with you individually and to walk you through solving those troubles step by step. So don't worry, you're not alone. We'll figure this out together. I know that this is very similar for many of you from what we did at school. However, if your parents are also using Google Docs or any kind of a Google Chrome, their login information might show up here. So you need to make sure that it is your username and your password, which you used at school, and it's the same one as before. So first initial, middle initial, last name, @bvsd.org. And then your password is bvsdlunchcode.d. Okay? Again, watch this video to get step-by-step directions. So, once you're inside this single sign-on portal, you come to a page that looks like this. This is where we will enter all of these different places where we're going to do all kinds of different things. And right here is the most important icon of all, our Google Classroom icon. When you click that, you will show up inside, well here, let me click it for you. When you click Google Classroom, you will end up in a page where you'll have all of the different classes that you're logged into. In a moment, I'm going to show you how to add the other special classes like PE, music, and art. But for right now, our home base is this one, 3rd grade Bovino. So when you click that page, it'll take you here. Now, the first time you get into it, when you click there, it takes you to the stream page. The most important page for you to go to is really this classwork button right here. And what you see right here are the daily lessons and to-do activities. This is where I will post any recorded videos. Like it says right here, step 1, watch the video for our daily learning lessons. Then step 2 will be a journal entry. And step 3, I'm curious about what you've been reading. So I want you to do those, but I'll tell you more about those in a minute. This place though, the daily learning, the daily lessons and to-do activities will be underneath this classwork button. And so that's where you'll go to find each daily lesson and the video. Tomorrow at 9:30, when we meet for a live video, I will link the invitation to that video right here. And you can click on that and then join our discussion through a Google Meet, which is a way that we can meet in video with a bunch of people at once. Again, if you can't get into that, or if it doesn't work to meet at 9:30, no problem. I will record it and then post it inside the daily slides so that you can watch it whenever it's convenient for you and your family. Okay, so that covers pretty much how to log on to Single Sign-On Portal and get into our Google Classroom. Now, all of your other teachers, like art, music, PE, and Miss Ann for social and emotional learning, have also created Google Classrooms. So now I'm going to walk you through the steps to join their classrooms. You will see right here the code for art, and these are inside our slides as well, so you don't have to pause the video. But you can pause the video and do this at the same time if you open a new tab. So, first thing I'm going to do is, I'm going to remember this code here, and then I'm going to go into my Google Classroom where I have, okay, so if you get into our own classroom here, you're going to need to click on these 3 hot dogs to get back into classes. That'll take you to all of your classes. Then you're going to click on this little plus sign right here. And when you click on that plus sign, it asks you if you want to join a class. You click join class, and then right in that spot, you're going to need to write down the same code that was listed here on this slide. To get into the art class, we need to type WWV BCBQ. So I'm going to go into this and write WWV BCBQ. Remember, you can pause the video at any time if you want to do this in a new tab. You can also do it after the video. So, after I type that in, I click this button, Join. Takes a little minute to join it, but then it's going to enter you into Miss B's class. There she is. So, same thing. She's got a little letter to you about, "Hi friends, I hope you're doing well." And she's posted all kinds of neat ways for you to learn how to draw. Later, after this video, one of the things you're going to get to do is to really explore what the specialists have added for you. Remember, you've got the stream button, which is the different things that she's sending into your Google Classroom, and the classwork button. I really think the classwork button is the best place to go. So here you've got weaving 345. So you can click there and learn more about that. That'll be something that you can choose to do as an extension after our class. All right, so next we need to get into the music class. So there's the code. I need to write that down or copy and paste it, and then go into Google Classroom, click the 3 hot dogs to go back out of Miss B's class and into all of your classes. Then click this plus sign, join a class, and here's where you're going to write in the code for music. So BLGECC5. Then click join. It takes just a minute, and there you go. That will be your music class. And later you can go and explore all of the different things that Miss Susan has posted here. Okay, we're on a roll. You're all doing such a good job. Next, we need to join our PE class. So we're going to remember this code or write it down or copy and paste it. Then click into our Google Classroom, click the 3 hot dogs and go to classes. Then click the plus sign, join a class. And now we're going to type in the code for PE, which is VKTZFL7. And then we click join. Don't worry if it takes a little time. And here we go. We've got PE at NES. And you can click on classwork to see different things here. It looks like Miss Simone is still adding things at that point there. All right. Last one, friends. We're going to add the social and emotional learning class. So click the 3 hot dogs to get out of PE. Then click the plus sign, join class. And here goes the code for Brainwise. SJ0, or O I should say, SJOTZXU. Then click join. Hopefully you can do this with me by pushing pause on this video and then opening a new window, and that way it won't feel very confusing. Awesome. Great. So here we've got Miss Ann's social and emotional learning or Brainwise class. And again, all of these things are options for you to extend your learning. There's nothing that's required for you to do in here, but there's lots of resources available for you to choose to do. Okay, friends. So, last thing, before we leave Google Classroom for the moment, click on your hot dogs there, go back into classes. And you've got all these different classes here. I also have Miss Albright, Miss Petrovic, and 5th grade Miss Forrest because I'm helping them out a little bit. But what I'd like you to do is, let's try this. If we take our class and move it up here, I'm just clicking on it and then holding it down, and now I'm letting go. That way, the 3rd grade Bovino class, which is where you're going to need to go every day, is right there at the top. That's a little easier for you instead of having to have all these classes around. Sound good? Awesome. Okay, back to our daily learning slides. By the way, this picture that you see right here on your daily learning slides is a screenshot of the different steps you'll need to take. So, after you sign on to single sign-on portal, which looks like this, then you'll go to the Google Classroom icon, click your plus sign, join class, and here you enter in one of these codes. Awesome. Again, if you have any questions whatsoever, don't hesitate to reach out to me and I will walk you through it step by step. No problem. Cool. Let's go to our next slide here. So, I have just given you a lot of new information. Now it's time for us to practice and really get this down pat and make sure that you're really familiar with how this all works. This page, where it says do on your own, will be a checklist of the things that you get to do after the video is over. So, for today, it's going to really be some practice with Google Classroom. Step 1, after the video is over, I want you to log on to Google Classroom if you're not already there and use those class codes to join each of your new special classes. Then take just a little time to check out what's inside there. Here comes the important part. After you do that, I want you to go to step 2 right here. Go back into our 3rd grade Miss Bovino's class. Click on the classwork button at the top. Okay, so I'm going to go into our class and click on, here, I'm going to go like this. So we're going to go back into Miss Bovino's class, our class. Click on classwork button. And then I'm going to see these daily lesson and to-do activities. Inside here, look at this, and this is where you're going to enter in your journal entry and tell me about what you're reading. So, to show you exactly what that looks like, here's where your journal entry is. You'll click on that, and it gives you the little directions right here, which says, please, friends, write me a letter to tell me how you're doing. I want to know what you've been doing these past 2 weeks and how you feel about our new online classroom. Are you scared, excited, nervous, or all of those feelings mixed together? I will read your letters and write back to you in the afternoon. We will be pen pals. To get into it, you'll need to go view assignment, and then you get to write, and then click turn in, and I will write back to you. Awesome. The second thing you'll want to click on is this question. What are you reading this week? Please tell me what books you are reading. You can find books inside the Sora app, in the BVSD single sign-on, or from the library or at home. It's also totally okay if you're using iReady or Reading Plus for your daily reading. Just like at school, it's important that we all keep doing lots of reading. And I really want to hear about what you're reading, so I have those suggestions to share with everyone else. Good news, like we mentioned, graphic novels are totally okay, and there's lots of them inside the Sora app. Fabulous. So that will mean that you've done check 1, step 2 you've got, step 3 you'll have done, and step 4, some of you have already done this. This was a post I put out to everyone over spring break, or maybe that first week we were off of school. So the question here is, please go outside, find some natural objects, and see if you can make a sculpture with the different geometry shapes that we learned about. And if it's not exactly the geometry shapes, that's okay. I would just like to see a photo of your creation. If you can, send it to me via email, and I will post those pictures to our Google Classroom. Let me show you the work that a few of our friends did already with this. So right below this one, you'll see fun outdoor and STEAM projects, nature sculptures and geometry. This is where we created this idea. And then inside here, you can click on this to see Dempsey's wonderful creation, which is right here. Might take a moment for it to load. There's Dempsey and his great creation. Awesome work, Dempsey. I love that. And here we have Lily's amazing creation that she did. There she is. Looks like, Lily, you did your creation before it started to snow. And look at all of those triangles and squares and parallelograms. Awesome job. I love it. So send me a picture of your sculpture, your nature creation, and I'll share it with everybody else. Again, it's totally optional. So if you're just feeling like you don't have time to do that, that's okay too. It is fine for you to stick to these 2 steps, doing your journal entry and then telling me a little bit about what you're reading. Sound good? Awesome. So we are on to step 4 in our learning plan, or our schedule for the day. This is where we're going to talk about the home learning menu and have a closure for today's video. The home learning menu looks like this. Again, this is an optional bingo board that you can use to extend your learning. This was created by BVSD for all 3rd graders to have some optional extensions to their learning this week. You can use this board just like a bingo board game, or you can just pick and choose your favorite options. Basically, it's a fun way for you to extend some of your learning as we all get used to doing Google Classroom. You can either look at this picture and click from there, or you can know that I'm also going to link this bingo board to our Google Classroom. Sound good? Wonderful. Great, friends. Fantastic. You are doing such a good job with this. Now you know so much more about our new online class and how it's going to work. I'm sure you may have some questions, so please feel free to email me and ask any of your questions. You can also ask in your journal entry that you're going to write in Google Classroom. I will reply to your journal entries this afternoon or as soon as you turn them in. I really look forward to hearing from you, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow at our live Google Meet at 9:30. If you can join us, that's awesome. If not, no worries. Just try to log on to Google Classroom and watch tomorrow's video whenever it's convenient for you and your family. I'm really thinking of you all. Let me see if I can get, yay, okay, good. I'm really thinking of every single one of you, and I'm sending you a world of love and care and a ton of good thoughts, and I hope that you're really enjoying some of this slow down time and that you're finding fun things to do out and around your houses. and I'm here for you to support you in any way that you need. So don't hesitate to reach out and let me know. We are in this together and we're going to figure it out together for sure. I love you guys. Sending you huge hugs. See you tomorrow at our live Google Meet. Bye.